Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Father and Son Petrolheads. There's even sun today. And the reason we're here is, you may have seen other videos on it, but we're going to do the gearbox oil change on my Jag. I don't know when it was last done. It's got plenty of history, but no record of whether the box was done or not. So I won't film all of it because it's very boring. But there's the gearbox, and as you can see, it's just slightly damp. So we're basically going to give it a change, and really for no other reason than it's got an ever so slightly clunky gear change on odd occasions. Good news is lots of work done to it, lots of new parts, bottom arms. We've got new-ish top arms. All this was done before I got it, by the way. This side, not so new. But anything that's needed doing has needed doing. So we've got new track rods either side, as you can see. And yeah, I'll set the camera up, but I won't record all of it because it's very tedious. And that was the last job we did. So there's the new drop arms. And we now need to change that link bar because those rubbers are split. So that will be one of the next jobs, and that rubber is split too. As you know, I'm sure these things do take their toll a bit on suspension, although the one this side at least seems in good order. So I'll set the camera up, show you what we're going to do. In fact, I'll just take little bits and pieces and catch you soon. As you can see, all you need is a 10mm Allen key, plastic sump bung, but it's very strong, and literally just spin it out, get something to catch the old oil. Definitely a job you could do at home, but a bit fiddly. While we had the car up in the air, decided to check the rear diff oil as well, just to make sure that it's all topped up, which indeed it was. However, it's not a great colour, so when I get back from my holiday, that will be the next job on the list. Drain that differential because there's no drain plug, and refill it with oil, and let's hope that that keeps the car going a bit longer as well. Like all of these things, even if the service book is stamped up, sometimes all in the garden is not rosy. In fact, sometimes it's a bit black. While the oil's draining, we're just going to undo the under tray at the front, just so it's got a bit of easier access to the sump, so we can drop it all down nice and tidily without making too much mess with any luck. So as you can see, getting the under tray off, 4 10mm bolts towards the back of the car and 2 little 8mm. You'll need a very deep socket for those because they're quite well set in, but a simple enough job to perform. So it's all drained now. We're going to stick the sump bung back in, just so there's no more leaking out once we undo the rest of the sump. T30 bolts for around the edge, lots of them. There must be about 20 bolts down here. Just crack each one gently with a T30 Torx bit and a ratchet. Spin all the bolts out, and then you find the moment of truth that despite full service history, the gearbox oil hasn't been changed since the car was new. March 2011. So now we'll put the nice shiny new sump back, complete with its filter inside, and give the gearbox a refill of some fresh oil. Not the easiest task, and I'll point out right at the end of this little clip that the filler plug is a real pain in the arse to get to if you were doing it on the ground. However, with one of the little tools that my son's got, and they're not very expensive, it would still make this a decent proposition to do at home. Don't forget, put a few bolts in opposing each other, just so that sump holds up there. Then you can whack them up and give them a little tweak right at the end with a socket, just to make sure that that they're all nipped up tight. As you can see, it's a fairly simple job on a ramp. Could you do it at home? 100%, I think so. You might get a bit of a mess on the driveway, but as an overall job to keep your Jag in good nick and keep it running well, certainly, I don't think it's too bad to do. As you can see, the filler plug is a real pain to get to. There's no easy way of getting it. It's really close to the exhaust, but I'll show you now. It's just up there, so not the easiest of access, and certainly not easy to put the oil in it. So we've now got the new sump on. We're going to put the under tray back. We're going to fill it with oil with one of these little devices, which is like a sort of a garden sprayer, I suppose, if you like. Hand pump it up and it'll extract the oil and deposit it into the gearbox. This would be very difficult to do without one of these, I think. They're not impossible. Once the oil runs out of the sump bung, you then put the plug in, test the temperature of the oil, either by a infrared thermometer, or if you've got a diagnostic machine, get it up to 30 degrees, run the car through all of the gears, so park all the way through. I include the J gate as well. Get the car back up in the air, double check the oil level. I'm sure it will need some more, and basically top it up again until it runs back out of the sump bung hole, and then after that you should be good to go. Obviously drop the car down, make sure there's no nasty noises, make sure there's no nasty messages on the dashboard. Don't do it up too tight initially. Once you've filled it, do it up. Nice shiny new sump. Under tray back on. Let the car down and take it for a test drive. So not too difficult to do, but a bit time consuming, a bit fiddly, and potentially a bit messy. Is this why the Jag didn't have it done? Who knows? Let's hope that it's good for another few thousand miles now, but we will see. Definitely a job worth doing. Hello everyone, so just to round off, done quite a bit of work on the little Mini tonight. Been a long day really. Anyway, back in the old Jag, and it's transformed. I wouldn't say the gearbox is 100% perfect, because when someone leaves it for that long, despite all the stamps being in the book, believe it or not, yeah, I might do it again in the not too distant future. As terms of cost for parts, not cheap. Oil, pan and filter, etc. Trade to my son, nearly a couple of £100. So budget on 250 quid probably for parts. But it is a job you can do at home. It is a job that's worthwhile, and I did it on the old red one, and even that was only a £2,000 Jag. I will do it again on this. I won't document it again because you can get too much of a good thing. But touch wood, I haven't got any wood. It's made a real difference. So, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Give us a share, and we'll catch you soon.